weddings are such a beautiful, exciting opportunity, not only to celebrate your love, but to celebrate all of the people around you who have helped make your relationship be what it is.
Jessica, can you share more details actually about your wedding and what exactly you did in replacement of everything?
I can. So I was supposed to get married in Colorado at a venue on the 4th of July of this year with 180 people, which obviously was not COVID safe or friendly. And so we completely did a 180-degree turn. We had a really intimate, small micro ceremony back in the woods behind their house. And luckily we were still able to use a lot of the vendors that we had booked. So we had like the florist make some beautiful arrangements, and we still used our caterers because we acknowledged that all of these businesses are small businesses that are having a hard time. But we were also very lucky that we were able to do it all outdoors, all COVID safe. Everybody wore masks. So it was crazy and wild and tricky, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't have changed a single thing.
Talk to me about how you have felt joy throughout the wedding planning process while depicting these characters in the movie.
Oh, that's such a good question. I mean, it was funny for me because I was actually planning my real life wedding while shooting this movie. So I was getting all of the rushes of the joy and anxiety and terror and of what it is to plan a wedding on like 10 million times over. I just think that weddings are such a beautiful, exciting opportunity, not only to celebrate your love, but to celebrate all of the people around you who have helped make your relationship be what it is and who have been your support system. And I really think that our film celebrates that, because the wedding that our characters eventually get to have is thrown for them by all of the people who love them and who are showing their gratitude and their passion for the relationship and for supporting these two people. So it was a funny thing of Jen trying to plan a wedding and then the wedding turning into something else. And that's what happened to me because I got married during COVID. But it's a beautiful, fun, wild thing planning a wedding.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. Harry, I have a question for you, which is, loss is a real part of the human experience, and you going through as a groom, as a character of a groom who is inevitably going to pass away. How did you get into this role, but how did you also find joy and meaning through it?
Yeah, that was, I think, the hardest part about getting into the mind, I guess, of this character and Saul. I mean, he dealt with this. A lot of people deal with this in throughout the world, and getting in that headspace, going beyond just like what the first emotion or what the first thing you do think of is, what are you going to do in the face of this? It's what is your reaction? And I think all those things are valid, whether you're feeling scared and sad and angry. And but the other flip side of it is, what can you counteract that with? It's this joy, this strength, and what is the definition of being a warrior? Especially as someone who has to fight through this with the pain that you feel, but also emotional pain that you might feel or it might inflict on other people hearing this news, because at the end of the day, it affects people differently. So it's a dance between all those things and trying to figure out how to still move this story forward and how to address this kind of thing that's been really, really difficult for a lot of people to address. And that's why Jen and Saul are so inspiring with the way they went about it, the way that they spoke to each other, from the minor things, and how they communicated and how they were going to move forward, and having their friends really rally behind them to do this for Saul and Jen was a huge thing that I think is why when it did come out, the whole nation really just it was touched a lot of people. So to put their story out was really important for us.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and return for new videos every single week. Don't forget to hit that like button. No, seriously, you should hit it now.